Sometimes it's interesting to speculate about what Apple's next big product might be. This time I decided to find out all the news that is now known about the future iPad Pro 2022 and what we should expect from this tablet. Of course, I'll tell you everything right now. Hi, it's OZN, and before I start, I suggest you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. Let's discuss the news. I'm expecting there to be an iPad Pro 2022, even if Apple's peak performance event in March came and went with only a new iPad Air 5 making an appearance. Still, Apple has revised its premium tablet every year since it was introduced. With last year's iPad Pro being one of the biggest updates ever, I'm excited to see what Apple has in store for 2022. Rumors are currently few and far between. However, with a launch date possibly coming soon, hopefully we will hear more about the new iPad Pro in the near future. Here is everything I know about the iPad Pro 2022 so far, as well as a wish list on the off chance Apple is in a listening mood. The 2022 iPad Pro range is, once again, expected to come in 11-inch and 12.9-inch sizes, but design changes appear to be afoot for the iPad Pro 2022, and I've heard of a couple so far, like the rumored Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra and indeed the 2021 MacBook Pro. Apple could be adding a notch to the iPad Pro's design. However, a more recent report from 9to5Mac says that while Apple is considering this move, the decision is not set in stone. Arguably, a notch makes a bit more sense here than on the company's high-end laptops, as the iPad Pro uses Face ID for authentication, which makes for a sizable camera footprint. All the same, it's likely to prove unpopular, even if adding a notch does result in even thinner bezels. The second design tweak I've heard talk of via Bloomberg's Mark Gurman is a glass back for the possible introduction of wireless charging. While this has long been a feature of Apple's non-SE iPhones, there is a talk that this will go a step further with reverse wireless charging, meaning it will be able to top up the battery of other devices such as your iPhone, Apple Watch or AirPods. That sounds like a further step on the rumored long-term goal for devices to charge each other over the air. By the way, Apple is rumored to be working on a ginormous 15-inch iPad to take on a larger smart screen, and its display components partner BOE has adopted its factory to make a 15-inch OLED display, but this larger panel is said to be at least a couple of years away. Early tips from analyst Min-Chi Kuo, as well as a tip from a regular leaker, pointed to the smaller 11-inch iPad Pro tablet adopting mini LED screen tech this time around. The feature isn't entirely new, having debuted in 2021, but it was exclusive to the 12.9-inch models, which cost significantly more. This will hopefully allow more buyers to enjoy the deep black and higher brightness that independently lit pixels provide. However, Kuo has backed off that claim as of late, and now display analyst Ross Young says an 11-inch iPad Pro with mini LED is unlikely. Apparently, the 12.9-inch model is doing well enough to where Apple will likely want to keep that feature exclusive to its most expensive tablet. A separate report from 9to5Mac said that the iPad Pro could be powered by Apple's upcoming M2 chip. The M2 chip is still unannounced, but it's rumored to be appearing in both the MacBook Air 2022 and entry-level MacBook Pro 2022 later in this year. This chip should offer better CPU and graphics performance. If you're interested, you can check out my video about MacBook Air 2022. Link is in the upper right corner. As for cameras, the same 9to5Mac report said that the iPad Pro 2022 could feature a similar camera setup to the iPhone 13, which would give it impressive image quality along with the features like cinematic mode for video. Currently, the iPad Pro 2022 has been tipped for a fall release, according to reliable tipster and Bloomberg journalist Mark Gurman. This would make sense as previous iPad Pro models have been revealed and released during the fall months. As for the iPad Pro 2022 price, you can expect another premium product, and I imagine that the 11-inch model will get at least the same $100 price hike as the 12.9-inch one did last year, if, and that's important, if the rumored mini LED display is introduced. That would make the tablet start at $899 for the 11-inch model and $1,099 for the 12.9-inch version. That, of course, is just entry-level price, with the cost currently rising all the way to $2,199 if you want a 2TB 12.9-inch model with 5G connectivity. To be perfectly honest, the iPad Pro is already an excellent product, and I am hard pushed to name any serious weaknesses that need urgent improvement. Nonetheless, I do have a modest wishlist. To be clear, the 2021 iPad Pro has perfectly respectable battery life, but it's noticeable that 12.9-inch model only managed 10 hours and 48 minutes in basic web browsing test, while the 11-inch version achieved 1342. If that's a sign that the mini LED screen is more power-hungry than the IPS panel, and both are indeed adopting the former this time around, then hopefully there will be a larger sales to compensate. The iPad Pro currently comes in two colors, space gray and silver, so not a great deal of choice there. Recently Apple has been experimenting with a wider range of colors for both the iPhone 13 and 24-inch iMac, and it would be nice if consumers had the option for more colorful iPad Pro too. Okay, this is getting into seriously unlikely territory at this point, but the iPad Pro is at its best when accompanied by two first-party accessories: the Apple Pencil for doodling and the smart keyboard to make it into a surrogate laptop. Given the amount Apple makes from selling these optional accessories separately, it's unlikely to change anytime soon, but we can dream. So, do you have tablet right now? And if so, are you planning to upgrade your device this year? Your answers, as always, you can leave in the comment section below. I will definitely read everything and I will answer the most interesting comments and give hearts from the channel. If this video seems interesting to you, do not forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. You were watching OZN and I'll see you guys in the next one.